Citigroup kicked off banks' earnings this morning at beat estimates. What can we expect from the other banks due to report this week? Let's bring in former Wells Fargo Chairman and CEO Dick Kovacevich. Dick, good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
What was your snapshot takeaway from Citi?
I think it's pretty much as expected. I think banks, the overall S&P analysts are forecasting to be actually lower net income and EPS. I think banks are going to do better than that, but I don't think they're going to be robust earnings. Margins are declining, and there are loan increases, but it's still kind of minor. So I think you're going to see positive earnings from banks, but still not robust.
That said, Dick, we saw ROE for Citi at 11.9%. Their target for this year is 12%. They reiterated their guidance for next year on ROE for 13.5%. It's still trading below book value. Does that surprise you, whether it's Citi or the broader sector, when you see the level of ROEs relative to price to book values?
Well, it does. But it's the whole industry is in that way. It is surprising to me. It's the PE ratios are 60% of the market. They have high yields. When their announced dividend increases come in, almost all of them will be over 3%. They're buying back stock. They're just not loved at the moment.
Dick, I want to get your thoughts on consolidation in the sector more broadly. You had the news today, reports that Charles Schwab is in talks to buy some of the business segments of USAA. But in general, looking across financials, do you expect we're going to see even more deal making?
I do. I think, anytime you have high regulations in any industry, you get concentration. And banks are cheap. So if you're going to acquire, this is the time to acquire financial institutions.
Do you think the big banks will be involved? The biggest banks?
No, they can't. They're not going to be allowed to. I think you may, get another merger of equals or something, but I don't think that there won't be many of those, if any. I think you're talking more in the under 10 billion consolidating with over 10 billion asset banks and or within those categories. I think that's where the major action is going to be.